of Education graduation ceremony for the University of Auckland. Our official proceedings will begin very shortly. In a moment, your graduands will enter the auditorium and I'll invite you to stand. They will be followed by the academics and then our official party. As the official party enters, we invite you to join in the singing of the traditional graduation song, Gaudeamus. Please take your seats as the Chancellor takes his seat. Very important message, if you're currently carrying a cell phone, please ensure it's either turned off or made silent. And whilst you're very welcome to take photos during the ceremony, please do move back to your seat straight away. And please don't stand in the aisles. At the end of the ceremony, the Chancellor will invite the gathering to sing God Defend New Zealand. Please remain standing following the end of the anthem as the processions leave the auditorium. Once the last graduates have left, you'll also be invited to leave. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand.
Haere mai e te manuhiri tuarangi, nā taku potiki koe tiki mai o te whanua. Haere mai rā, huri noa kia koutou ngā tauira, kua eke ki te rātou mata, tōpō taitanga, ngā mihi aroha, ngā mihi mahana kia koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou.
Please be seated. E ngā mana, e ngā reo, e ngā hau e whā, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Council members, special guests, staff, graduands, family and friends of graduands. As Chancellor of the University of Auckland, I extend a warm welcome to you all on behalf of Council members and staff of the University. In particular, I welcome our guest speaker, Mr. Andrew Patterson. I also acknowledge the recent passing of Dr. Mary Penfold, who was a long-term member of the University of Auckland staff, a distinguished Māori scholar, and for many years, the kuia at our graduation ceremonies. This is a meeting of the Council of the University of Auckland for the purpose of conferring degrees and awarding diplomas. This week we will be conferring and awarding more than 6,572 qualifications on some 6,478 students in person and in absentia. At this ceremony, 489 students will graduate in person and 84 students will graduate in absentia. I will be assisted by Mr. Peter Kiley, the Pro-Chancellor. This is a happy and memorable occasion for you, the graduands, as well as your families and friends who have supported you during your studies. We congratulate you all. Equally, your achievement brings pleasure and satisfaction to the academic and professional staff of the university who have played their part in your success. Capping is a time for celebration. The graduation procession today brought academic flavour and colour to the streets of Auckland, and in this ceremony you will experience the pomp and tradition befitting your well-deserved day of celebration. Over a period of 130 years, the University of Auckland has become a comprehensive, research-led university with a strong international reputation. Today, there are more than 40,000 students and 5,000 staff. Moreover, we are New Zealand's largest research organisation, with 1/3 of the country's externally rated world-class researchers. Within New Zealand, only our university is ranked within the top 1% of the world's universities. We also have a strong commitment to Māori education. Of all the Māori degree graduates in New Zealand each year, 25% come from just one institution, the University of Auckland. For Pacifica students, the number is more like 40%. The quality and international reputation of a university are fundamentally driven by the achievements of its people, and last year was an exceptional one for our academic staff, who won almost every form of recognition available to them in New Zealand. In July, Professor Alison Jones and Associate Professors Brian E. James and Cather Simpson won National Tertiary Teaching Excellence Awards for sustained excellence in tertiary teaching. These awards mean that for 11 of the last 12 years, our teachers have been recognised as among the very best in the country. In November, engineers, Distinguished Emeritus Professor John Boys and Professor Grant Kovic won the Supreme Award at the Prime Minister's Science Prizes Awards for their work on inductive power transfer. Dr. Ben O'Brien from the Auckland Bioengineering Institute won the McDiarmid Emerging Scientist Prize for his groundbreaking work on artificial muscles, and Dr. Susie Wiles from Molecular Medicine and Pathology won the Science Media Communication Prize. Our staff also excelled at the 2013 Royal Society of New Zealand Awards, winning 4 major medals. The most notable was Distinguished Professor Dame Anne Salmon from Maori Studies, winning the Society's highest honour, the Rutherford Medal. This was awarded for her eminent work on Māori social structures and interactions within the European world, and on European exploration in the Pacific. She was also named Kiwi Bank New Zealander of the Year for 2013. These achievements reflect the outstanding quality not only of our academic staff, but also of the students who work with them and the many professional staff who support them. A key part of our challenge for the future, and one that is clearly reflected in our strategic plan, is to continue to invest in a community of highly accomplished staff and students. An important element of that investment is that ensuring that our teaching facilities are of the highest quality. To this end, the Council completed in 2013 the purchase of the former Lion Brewery's site in Newmarket as the basis for a new campus, which will be integrated with the existing City and Grafton campuses. At Newmarket, work is well underway on construction of the engineering research laboratories. These buildings represent an investment of approximately $88 million to support our engineering research and postgraduate teaching for the benefit of all New Zealand. We will occupy the first of the new facilities in July this year, and this facility is really impressive when viewed from the road. Work has also begun on the new Science Tower on the corner of Wellesley and Simon Streets. This major construction project represents an investment of more than $300 million. It will allow us to upgrade science teaching and research and integrate the School of Psychology and the School of Environment into the main science precinct. This will in turn free up the Human Sciences building for refurbishment as the centre of the arts faculty. Constant innovation is the cornerstone of a university such as ours. Innovative teaching and research is vital for long-term, sustainable economic growth of our country and social cohesion of our nation. This has never been more so than the testing economic times we face in the wake of the global recession, the Christchurch earthquakes, and the yet-to-be-defined effects of global warming. Universities equip graduates like you not simply for the jobs of today, but for future careers not yet imagined in an ever-changing world. So as you graduate today, please reflect on the ongoing learning opportunities and consider the wide range of postgraduate options available to you at this university. Reflect on the changes in technology you have experienced in your lifetime, and remember that most of the technology you will use in your working career has yet to be developed or commercialised. I ask you to do this because we can never rest on our laurels, especially in a challenging and ever-changing world. Whatever path you follow as you go out into the world, I urge you, as the alumni of New Zealand's leading university, to never forget your alma mater, your university. We rely on our graduates for support, moral, political, and financial. Funding constraints are a perennial problem for New Zealand universities, who are being asked to do more and more with less and less each year. In fact, in these times, we should be spending more on universities, not less. So don't worry, we will be in touch with you. When we do, please lend us your support. But that is enough of the substantial issues facing us all as members of a 21st century university with high aspirations. Because today is your day, with the focus firmly on your achievement. At this ceremony, we honour your success, along with the support of your family, whānau, and others who have sustained you through your studies. I congratulate you and trust that you will long cherish the memories of your graduation today. I am pleased to extend a warm welcome to this morning's speaker, Andrew Patterson, who is both a graduate and a student of the University of Auckland. Having graduated with a commerce degree majoring in economics and business strategy, he returned to the university's business school to study for his master's in business commercialisation and entrepreneurship. Andrew has very successfully brought his qualifications and interests together and now maintains a portfolio including broadcasting, writing, public speaking, business commentary, and extensive international travel. First starting out in the banking and tourism sectors, he switched to a career in media nearly 20 years ago and has developed a strong reputation as a business editor and insightful commentator and public speaker. He has a strong interest in global financial markets, international politics, social justice issues, and helping disadvantaged young people. Andrew is an ambassador for the Lion Foundation Young Enterprise Program, which teaches business skills to high school students, and is on the selection panel for Vodafone Foundation's World of Difference project, which provides funding scholarships for social justice projects that benefit young people. He has pioneered a program that teaches confidence skills to intermediate students in South Auckland and provides speech coaching and mentoring for young Māori and Pacifica students. Welcome, Andrew. We look forward to your address.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of Council, members of the University, graduands, families and friends. Kia ora, and may I offer my sincere congratulations to those graduating here today. I'm honoured to be invited to speak to you, and it's appropriate that I begin by honouring the memory of my late grandmother, who was a very influential educator in my own life. In fact, in 1916, at the age of just 16, she was a sole charge teacher at a small school in the isolated town of Ross, south of Greymouth on the west coast. Imagine that today, sending untrained Year 11 students to small rural schools and not only expecting them to teach unassisted, but to run the school as well. In those days, you were trialled as a teacher before you were sent to training college. Only the best got through, and she was definitely one of the best. I read a great line recently about Gen Y increasingly switching their career focus from success to significance. It's an important insight to a trend, I believe, that is rapidly sweeping the world, where meaning and purpose are much more highly valued than simply success. The most popular course at Harvard Business School these days is no longer finance or investment banking. It's now social entrepreneurship. Consumers are increasingly seeking out products that are produced by ethical manufacturers. Businesses are redefining their role in the societies in which they operate. Disruption and innovation have become the two most important words in the business lexicon. Right now, they should be the two most important words in the education sector as well. I want you to think of yourselves as disruptors, because my sense is that education in the next decade is about to be disrupted on a scale few people truly appreciate. This idea that we process students in batches through an industrial-style model is clearly outdated. And while we haven't quite worked out what to replace it with, I believe we are beginning to get a sense of what that change is going to involve. In the time I have available, I want to share with you 3 stories of disruptors I have covered in the course of my work recently who are already making their mark on education, both in this country and overseas. Last year, when I was in the United States, I had the opportunity to meet with and interview Sal Khan, the founder of Khan Academy, which many of you will be familiar with. This former hedge fund manager, earning a multi-million-dollar salary, discovered mid-career that he was, in fact, a gifted teacher. Today, he earns probably a quarter of what he was on previously, but here's the thing. He told me he has never been happier or more fulfilled. In just 3 years, he has built the world's largest online school, where an estimated 10 million students every month are able to teach themselves a vast array of subjects, including maths, physics, chemistry, biology, history, art history, economics, and even computer coding, and all free of charge as a result of funding provided by the Gates Foundation. But as he points out in his book, The One World Schoolhouse, a book I can highly recommend you read, the idea of Khan Academy is not to replace the teacher, but to support them with a technology platform that is truly outstanding. I want to quote from an essay sent to me by a Year 13 student on the North Shore, detailing his experience using Khan Academy after hearing my interview with Sal Khan on my Radio Live program last year. My realisation, he wrote, that things needed to change came at the end of 2013, when I was required to take full control of my own learning. It was as though the traditional brick and mortar classroom model had failed me. After a year of attending classes and doing my homework, I was still unable to score a passing mark in practice exams. I decided that drastic action was needed, so with just 6 weeks to go until my external exams, I turned to Khan Academy. I used the website every day for hours on end. In fact, truth be told, I actually preferred it to my real classroom at school. After a few weeks of using Khan Academy, I began to realise that not only did I understand concepts I never had before, but I was also gaining a real passion for the content that I was being taught. After 6 weeks, I completed my external exams, and the results were absolutely amazing. Across my subjects, I scored an A average. In just 6 weeks, Khan Academy had taken what a traditional school would have called a subpar student and turned him into a high achiever. Today, that student is in his first year at this university, undertaking a conjoint degree in engineering and commerce, an opportunity he would have been denied without the assistance of Khan Academy. It's a reminder of the importance of blended learning options that now exist for students to literally take control of their own learning, and the changing role of teachers as facilitators. My second story is about a remarkable 12-year-old student some of you may have heard of already. In fact, he featured in the New Zealand Herald just last week. I first met Tristan Pang last year when I was his speech coach for a TEDx youth event I helped organise. What makes Tristan truly exceptional is that despite being just 12, he has already passed Cambridge Year 13 Maths, gaining 96% in his final exam. In fact, this year he's already studying Stage 1 mathematics at this university, and next year, can you believe it, he will be a full-time student. Prior to speaking at TED, he was perhaps your typical gifted child who would run a mile from being put on a stage to speak to an audience of 500 plus people. But with coaching and support I was able to provide for him, his awesome talent has now been truly unleashed. Following an approach from his parents to be his mentor, I've had the opportunity to work closely with Tristan, which I have to say has been quite a remarkable experience. Last year I organised for him to speak at a Decile 1 school in Glen Innes, where he'd been invited to deliver his TED talk in person. The reaction from the more than 200 students who attended surprised everyone. Not only were they in complete awe of his achievements, but the applause at the end of his talk went on for some minutes. One student even asked me if Tristan would consider becoming his new maths teacher, while others told me his talk had inspired them to try harder with their own learning. As a result of his visit, Tristan told me he wanted to do something to help the school, a challenge I encouraged him to pursue. He then proceeded to spend his entire Christmas holidays building a website he has called Tristan's Learning Hub. With no prior experience working with HTML or coding, he simply taught himself how to build the site, just as he's been teaching himself maths for the last 11 years. He bought all the necessary equipment and now writes and delivers his own maths lessons in a series of 5-minute videos, much like Sal Khan, but importantly, he doesn't differentiate between year levels. Today, Tristan is a confident speaker and an inspiring student who's able to share his talents and gifts with a wide audience. Just recently, he received an email from Professor Eamon O'Brien in the Maths department praising him for his efforts developing his new website and thanking him for helping him to do his job. In an email to me, Tristan expressed utter astonishment that he could actually help a professor with his work. The other aspect of the story is about celebrating this remarkable new paradigm that now exists, where it's possible for an increasing number of gifted and talented students to also be teachers at the same time. I know of one Year 13 student who's established an after-school academy teaching other students how to code. I believe this idea of peer-to-peer learning presents a whole new opportunity to reshape the way we look at education, where the roles of student and teacher can be much more interchangeable, particularly when it comes to IT and technology. My final disruptor is Francis Valentine, founder of the Mind Lab in Newmarket, a facility for 4 to 14-year-olds that allows them to explore technology in a way that truly captivates students. Francis has converted a warehouse into what I would describe as an Aladdin's cave, filled with technology, allowing students to develop their skills in robotics, web design, computer coding, app development, animation and digital design, with highly skilled tutors on hand to assist. Students can visit the Mind Lab either as part of their class or after school. Turn up there on any day and it's like stepping into a classroom of the future. There are plenty of other disruptors I could mention, including the likes of BookTrack, who've developed world-class technology right here in New Zealand that allows student readers to hear an audio track of sound effects as they read, significantly increasing their engagement levels. Or Terence Wallace, who's founded the InZone project in Epsom, a small whānau-style hostel where 55 Māori and Pacifica boys from low-income backgrounds now get the opportunity to attend Auckland Grammar. Or Pat Snedden, who's been instrumental in establishing the Manaia Kalani Trust, which provides every student in one of the poorest parts of Auckland with a digital device of their own that forms an integral part of their learning. What each of these disruptors, all of whom have come from outside the education profession, have successfully achieved is taking a piece of the education model and completely reimagining it. My challenge to you today is to think how you can follow in their footsteps. Recently, I visited Avondale College to speak to students in their new innovation program. Get this, classes start at 7:30, and I was the last one to arrive. Students attend classes also on a Saturday morning, and they can't get enough of it. 2 years ago, I developed a confidence course for students at Manurewa Intermediate School after becoming aware that this was an issue that was preventing many of the students from being able to achieve their true potential. Establishing the course allowed me to pass on a range of communication and presentation skills that I had acquired from working in the media. Time doesn't permit me to tell you the full story about the structure of the course itself, but you can watch my recent TEDx talk for the backstory. But suffice to say that I've always been interested in the role of confidence and ambition to unlock potential, and the course has certainly proven that to be the case. I want to share with you a letter written to me by one 13-year-old student at the end of the first course I ran. Listen to the power of his words and the liberating tone he conveys. Dear Mr. Patterson, I'm writing to thank you for helping me with my confidence. I also want to thank you for taking time out of your hard and busy day to do something to help all of us. You're the man, bro. Ultimate compliment. I feel like I could talk in front of my class now without having to panic or freeze. I just don't know what to do or say for all your hard work. I decided before I came to the course I wouldn't answer any of the questions because I didn't want to be judged for what I said. I was nervous once, but now I believe what I want to believe. You taught me that. I especially loved how you changed all the others who were just like me on the course. They were all kind of nervous, but then, bam, there they were, talking before my eyes with a lot of pride and self-confidence, and I was watching them and I felt I was on the same journey with them. It was just amazing how everyone had improved and learnt so much. So I'd like to make you a promise. When I'm older, I will get a great job and buy you a Lamborghini. Yours sincerely, Bailey Munger. I told Bailey it was probably one of the most sincere thank you letters I'd ever received, and if ever a Lamborghini turned up on my doorstep, at least I'd know who it was from. Bailey announced to his family recently that he now plans to go to university, something he had never considered or thought about previously. I want to conclude with a few pieces of advice to take with you into your careers as educators. Research says that most people only remember one thing from any speech, and after 6 weeks, even that one thing is usually forgotten. You're educators. So I want you to remember 5. The key words to remember are connect, innovate, exceed, success, and responsibility, or CRIES if you prefer mnemonics to assist your recall. Firstly, connect with the young people that you are working with and stay connected. I realise as you progress your careers that will become more of a challenge, but the ability to be the person who inspires, motivates, nurtures, and empowers is such a powerful relationship. Never underestimate the impact that you will have and can continue to have on lives both now and in the future. I'm still mentoring students I tutored more than 25 years ago. Be innovative and disruptive in your approach. These days, it's no longer about thinking outside the box. It's about thinking in whole new boxes. Thirdly, don't help students just achieve their potential. As John Hattie pointed out in a lecture he gave at the recent Festival of Education, the true measure of your success as educators will be your ability to help students exceed their potential. Show students what success looks like. Either bring that success into their world or take them to see it. Bring it to life for them and help create pathways that allow them to see their own success in the future. Finally, get students to see themselves as their own teachers and to take responsibility for their own learning. That way you help them to learn one of life's most important lessons. You only get out of life what you put into it. When Holocaust survivor and renowned psychology academic Viktor Frankl, who wrote the best-selling book Man's Search for Meaning, a book, I might add, everyone should read, was once asked to express in a single sentence the meaning of his own life, he said this: "The meaning of your life is to help others find the meaning of theirs." That's a challenge we should all embrace.
Thank you, Andrew, for a fascinating and challenging address. Thank you very much. Could you all join with me in thanking Andrew once again for that address? This is a meeting of Council and Convocation of the University at which the Pro-Chancellor Peter Kiley and I will be conferring degrees and awarding diplomas. I invite the Pro-Chancellor to award the diplomas and confer the degrees in the first half of this ceremony.
By the authority vested in me by resolution of the University of Auckland Council, I, Peter Kiley, Pro-Chancellor, confer the degrees and award the diplomas stated upon those who, within the faculty, have satisfied the requirements of this university.
I call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Education, Professor Aitken, to present graduands in that faculty.
Pro-Chancellor, as Dean, I have the honour of presenting to you the students qualified for the award of a diploma or conferment of a degree in the Faculty of Education. Graduate Diploma in Teaching Early Childhood Education, Tahani Marie Amarasekera. Anna Kane Bankshaw. Catherine Jean Bailey. Elizabeth Mary Beggs. Ruth Gottfrieda Brown. Rachel Maria Chambers. Kwesi Chen. Ru Huai Chen. Rebecca Alice Day. Fiona Elizabeth Lee Edwards. Shalima Ahinata Fetisemanu. Catherine Lucy Gibbs. Rebecca Tamsin Hessen. Rebecca Hewitt. Amy Rose Ludbrook Hodges. Kayleen Louise Irwin. Jennifer Katie Alice Jack. Wendy Iris Kerrison. Belinda Kuhn. Sajishni Devi Kumar. Joanna Lee. Pokoina Manukia. Heather Ann McKenna. Katie Sarah Morris. Mahisha Lilunthi Muthangaka. Jisha Mikkel. Tak Wan Crystal Nga. Danielle Marie O'Donnell. Lital Ola. Sophia Alexandra Palmer Gibbs. Ina Pasharina. Elroy Joseph Savio Pinto. Judith Ann Potton. Shari Eleanor Soon. Anita Maria Sword. Tran Thi Than Ben. Elaine van der Merwe. Diana Vanessa Aquino Villa Ignacio. Amy Echat Voon. Laura Amanda Watson. Sarah Jane Williams. Graduate Diploma in Teaching Primary, Kirsty Louise Adair. Jessica Robin Allen. Phoebe Charlotte Patience Atkinson. Katie Elizabeth Batchelor. Samantha Jane Bennett. Julia Frances Bode. Rachel Ann Bright. Ilona Mary Brooks. Bronwyn Ruth Brown. Jessica April Burton. Cheyenne Yarden Campbell. Jean Palliser Campbell. Anita Diane Carroll. Elizabeth Ann Cassidy. Karen Marie Churches. Rebecca Ellen Connor. Clara Jane Ward Coulter. Ava Rose Crocker. Karen Adele Crompton. Kaylin Jade Cross. Anthony Steve Curry Irons. Kate Jennifer Davison. Joy Kathleen De Stegter. Seba Delamy. Anna Louise Drummond. Elaine Faye Ellis. Kelsey Amanda Fletcher. Matthew Joseph Massey Goodwin. Emma Kate Holford. Susan Marie Hall. Lucy Carolyn Hanna. Alana Victoria Handel. Catherine Elizabeth Jennings. Jessica Ellen Jones. Yalis Karanfil. Abigail Kilduff. Maria Joy Cronenberg. Sophie Marie Kerman. Madeline Jane Langley. Rita Margaret Langstone. Ashley May Lau. Petra Joy Lawrence. Kapeolani Penetete Leha. Janelle Amber Longstaff. Kelly Jane Lynch. Mariska Louise McGibbon. Andrew Malele. Whitney Annis Merritt. Josie Mate. Elsa Mary Jane Mitchell. Susan Mary Nelson. Stuart Allen Nichol. Claire Ann Nicholson. Erin Helena O'Doherty. Mitchell John Osborne. Stephanie Ann Parker. Megan Lee Patton. Miriam Ann Paxi. Shannon Marie Pihama. Christopher Allen Frederick Porteous. Anita Marjorie Purdy. Anna Louise Charlotte Rawlings Blackmore. Cameron Alexander Russell. Mark Christopher Sholem. Regina Kabita Sharon. Lorraine Shen. Lisa Somaratane. Peter James Stevens. Sian Nicole Strawn. Iwaba Robert Tamarua. Alexandra Victoria Tava. Moana Cruz Va'ai. Michelle Louise Van Litt. Alice Peters Varco. Daniela Elisa Cabral Verissimo. Brenda Andrea Vosper. Caitlin Alice Weston. Narelle Williams. Stephanie Brooke Wilson. Gregory Brian Wong. Oliver Stewart Wooding. So Jung Yoon. Shazneen Mennaz Nisa Zaim. To the degree of Bachelor of Education Teaching. Sean Richard Ackland. Tapaya Retuhai Rina Adams. Monica Afa. Lawrence Allen Arcoy. Hee-sung An. Lewis Bruce Anderson. Sidoni Chloe Apeata. Emma Jane Ashford. Jeffrey Gilby August. Aleatasi Matamoana Omoa. Peter Bainbridge. Hannah Maria Baker. Stephanie Marie Baldry. Jane Ann Barney. Kendall Marie Barclay. Jason Nicholas John Barnes. Sasha Jane Barnes. Olivia Elizabeth Bedford. Casey Ann Bellingham. Jessica Elita Bursich. Christina Louise Bird. Senior Scholar Education, Trina Michelle Brand. Stephanie Ada Brassel. Holly Rebecca Brock. Chelsea Cherie Brown. Stephanie Erica Burke. Desiree Joy Camphor. Nicholas Alfred Charles Chamberlain. Min Kai-yung Chang. Kylie Jane Chapman. Xinyi Chen. Laura Mary Clark. Sam Graham David Cockerton. Gail Pamela Colby. Lauren Renee Cooney. Dorothy Joy Crabtree. Stephanie Susan Crang. Dani Marie Crosby. Ashley Marie Curtin. Senior Scholar Education, Karen Elizabeth Daly. Laura Ellen Davidson. Edith Tatarina Davis. Marcela Diamanta Giangianto. Talia Joy Dobbs. Rachel Jane Doig. Matthew James Down. Senior Scholar Education, Kirsten Elizabeth Doyle. Katie Patricia Drummond. Michelle Karen Duxfield. Senior Scholar Education, Michelle Karen Earle. Kirsten Kim Easthorpe. Vernita May Easton. Delray Joy Edinbury. Bronwyn Elsmore. Jacqueline May Emerson. Grainy Tangimetuafale. Samantha Lee Fallon. Cheryl Ann Farmer. Emily Claire Featherstone. Duncan Allen Walker Ferguson. Viliami Fifita. Casey Morgan Finnegan. Senior Scholar Education, Jade Rangimarie Flavo. Melissa Ngao Yung Fok. Kara Esme Odoha Framheim. Blaine Neville Fraser. Rachel Mary Gagan. Chloe Marion Gallagher. Robin Ann Galack. Charmaine Nelson Gibson. Erin Gilchrist. Sean Michael Ginders. Sophie Bridget Glenn. Catherine Allison Godinay. Jolena Michelle Green. Elliot Whitaker Hall. Jeremy David Hamilton. Sue Jin Han. Sven Grant Carl Hansen. Chelsea Joy Hartnell. Joanne Marie Harvey. Kerry Marie Hayward. Isabella Daisy Henderson. Tiffany Ingrid Herman. Mosese Poaka Apikimoana Hole. Michelle Francois Holland. Annie Jean Holmes. Jack Harrison Hopkinson. Claire Leanne Hudson. Melavia Ta'aroha Hui Hui. Cecilia Alepata and Ikemata. Joseph Paul Johansson. Senior Scholar Education, Susan Gay Jell. Su Jeong Jung. Nadezhda Carrick. Natasha Joy Carlson. Gagandeep Kaur. Rhonda Melanie Kelly. Rosemary Jane Kelly. Emma Marie Carlson. Sarah Rose Kelway.
Thank you, Pro-Chancellor, for conferring the degrees and awarding the diplomas in the first half of this ceremony. One of the great pleasures of graduation is the opportunity to hear performances by students from our acclaimed School of Music. Eddie Giffney on piano will now perform Toccata from Le Tombeau de Couperin by Ravel. Thank you, Eddie, for that stunning piece of work. Can I ask you all to join with me again and thank Eddie very much. By the authority vested in me by resolution of the University of Auckland Council, I, Ian Parton, Chancellor, award the diplomas and confer the degrees stated upon those who, within the Faculty of Education, have satisfied the requirements of this university.
To the degree of Bachelor of Education Teaching, Erin Francis Kennedy. Andrew James Buchanan Kent. Hee-Jo Kim. Sarah Kim. Marion Moana King Hazel. Stacey Louise Kitchen. Gurling Kaur Coley. Hannah Louise Corver. Tiana Matamaru Kotekawiki. Margarita Kovalenko. Reedy Rajiv Kumar. Danisha Lal. Sandra Beverly Lamb. Senior Scholar Education, Nicola N. Landell Blair. Leata Ongo e Aotearoa Langi. Rebecca Jane Leddingham. Anita Evelyn Liu. Amy Wun Wah Leong. Stephen John Lethbridge. Yu Xuan Lin. Tanith Jade Ling. Yun Ling Liu. Yvonne Yihan Liu. Senior Scholar Education, Renee Denise Loggy. Gaula Gese Lotto. Troy Shane Lun. Samuel James Lyford. Iriarangi Valmai Patricia Maki. Louise Margaret Mann. Henry Peter Martin. Alana Catherine Mason. Emily Chelsea Matthews. Stacey Rose Matthews. Senior Scholar Education, Sasha Emily Morn. Justine Claire May. Verity Jane McGowan. Shelley Marie McHale. Chelsea Jean Mackay. Casey Lee McMaster. Sharon Arlene Middleton. Natalie Marie Miller. Sarah Jane Millwood. Luatasi Moi Ova Asakayo. Carla Elizabeth Clarissa Molina. Michelle Angela Morrow Malfai. Danielle Georgina Muller. Reshley Rashika Nand. Paige Lorraine Nicol. Alison Deborah Nicholas. Shelby Rebecca Lewis Aniulua. Kiani Katarina Faimalasulu Suzanne Noor. Francesca Yasmin Omar. Amy Marie O'Neill. Samantha Elizabeth Owen. Brooke Deborah Page. Kerry Lynn Arohanui Paniora. Kylie Marie Partridge. Melatoa Marjorie Pepper. Shannon Marie Perry. Theodin Farm. Alana Emily Pilling. Senior Scholar Education, Susan Marie Pine. Manava Ofapole. Joseph David Horatio Poole. Hannah Fern Ellis Praggett. Alicia Vikashni Prasad. Amanda Jane Preston. Ruth Rajkumar. Ruta Ann Helen Chloe Rasmussen. Elizabeth Roru Ravlich. Stacey Jane Rhodes. Brenda Jane Richards. Kelsey Marie Robertson. Charlotte Laura Rowe. Kendall Emma Alicia Rowley. Alia Louise Roseboom. Shelley Ann Antoinette Saunders. Tanya Rochelle Saxon. Paige Marie Scott. Rachel Talay Senikalfava. Courtney Michelle Sen. Aniva Siula. Vanessa Shen. Rachel Lee Letitia Nellie Shepherd. Ashley K. Shepherd. Hannah Christine Short. Amy Judith Short. Chelsea Amy Sigley. Ana Tui Falauhola I Hala Levasika. Rebecca Lynn Smart. Amber Gwen Smith. Nicola Elizabeth Smith. Cheryl Ann Snelliot. Joanne Ruth Sewell. Judith Ann Sausage. Valerie Louise Sweeter. Sarah Marilyn Sweeney. Margaret Stella Malini Tagika Kibao. Leitu Meleane Tagi Alima. Parihuria Samantha Amoraje Tahana. Cody Kennedy Kalgaga. Fa'ale Tapetulu. Ricky Lee Waiata Monga Anahera Pono Tarai. Erica Jane Taylor. Lucky Mita James Taylor. Stacey Nicole Taylor. Rachel Emma Teague. Miley Tatafa Tulilo. Holly Carolyn Thomas. Jan Nolene Thompson. Lewis Peter Thorogood. Laurel Marinea Lee Tippett. Whaauga Talavau Tolava. Jenny Tran. Maria Anamalia Valamoto Tuitavuki. Lisa Uti. Marilyn Mary Vahayan. Megan Royce Vilsaco. Maxine Joanne Vine. Laura Ruth Walker. Teresa Marie Walker. Carlina Rose Walsh. Laura Emma Walters. Catherine Elise Watson. Brent Douglas West. Kirsty Elizabeth Wheeler. Lauren Edith Denise Wihone. Miroslava Willis. Catherine Ashley Ricarda Wong. Sarah Rochelle Woolley. Sophie Marie Worrell. Christopher James Yost. Taryn Marie Young. Pei Si Jean. To the degree of Bachelor of Social Work, Paige Vicky Kavanagh. Ellie Lauren Cope. Anna Marie Crook. Mohammed Jama Dimbo. Josephine Emily Hogg. Aloysia Hooper. Rebecca Shirley Kendrick. Rebecca Shirley Kendrick. Sosi Miafao. Kathleen Diane Mittens. Yogita Christina Naika. Jennifer Francis Smith. Tutui Maria Guadalupe Tafa. Elisara Tiatia. Kim Wai Chan. Chloe Kate Van Bellen. Postgraduate Diploma in Education with Distinction. Tamara Catherine Jones. Mei Ree Kim. Elspeth Ann Oliver in Literacy Education. Catherine de Carroll Palmer. Juliet Nicole Pendleton. Shabnam Lata Singh. Postgraduate Diploma in Education with Merit. Jean Maria Allen. Andrew Ian Barrett. Karen Joy Brown in Literacy Education. Amy Marie Buller. Georgina Grace de Stigter. Catherine Margaret Foster. Kerry Robin Fryer in Literacy Education. Janine Gay Fryer. Sandra Julie Marie Gibb. Vasha Gomathi Nayagam. Titia Clamati. Tinaka Lynette Oed. Maria Fatima Pese. John Douglas Preston. Ruth Louise Round. Bronwyn Ann Wilkinson in Literacy Education. Postgraduate Diploma in Education. Sona Gonzalez Daval Santos in Literacy Education. Mary Rose Houston. Anita Gayleen Imlark. Ariana Oliver. Jaya Lakshmi Parasuraman. Amy Virginia Parker Tofa. Malia Folakika Puluno. Lillian Scudder. Kelly Gwendolyn Thompson. Joyce Lanese Toliafoa. Hayden Philip Walsh. Jiong Wang. Yuan Zi. Postgraduate Diploma in Professional Supervision. Winifred Margaret Milarapa. Geddes. Maxwell John Guptill. Elizabeth Nelson. Elizabeth Rebecca Wilson. Postgraduate Diploma in Social Work, Jacqueline Zemain. To the degree of Bachelor of Education Teaching Honours with First Class Honours, Anastasia Tina Laura Bagiachi. Rebecca Louise Hopkins. Paretoroa Kahu Wainga Tapeata. University Graduate Scholar, Yvonne Maggie Walesi. To the degree of Bachelor of Education Teaching Honours with Second Class Honours, First Division, Sina Alicia Edwards. Aileen Kirsty Fitzgerald. Selena Blanche Grube. Sarah Marilese Kaverman. Terry Ann Short. Frank Laole Tanielo Tassi. Cara Torrington. To the degree of Bachelor of Education Teaching Honours with Second Class Honours, Second Division, Mele Losalani Molitika Ateola. Clara Rose Jung-Hyun Kim. Kajol Nikita Lau. Charlotte Louise Patti. To the degree of Bachelor of Social Work Honours with First Class Honours, Andrea Emerali. To the degree of Bachelor of Social Work Honours with Second Class Honours, First Division, Caitlin Marie Handley. Victoria Kate Hearn. Rosemary Dawn Stoddard. Natasha Urdale Baker. To the degree of Bachelor of Social Work Honours with Second Class Honours, Second Division, Kyung Mi Kim. Laura Claire McGilvray. To the degree of Master of Education with First Class Honours, Barbara Jane O'Loughlin. University Graduate Scholar, Lewa Anna Paiwai. Vivian Jean Russell. Francis Stewart Seth in Counselling. Fa'amaloa George Tipi. Hannah Brigalia Turner. Susan Deline Wedger. To the degree of Master of Education with Second Class Honours, First Division, Margaret Ann McClune. Jacinta Lucia Oldahava. Vivita Radakua Matabalavu Raba. Anita Rainer Taljar. Stephanie Joy Young. To the degree of Master of Education with Second Class Honours, Second Division, Callum Lewis Green. Michelle Elizabeth Hesketh. Kerry Dean Watkins. To the degree of Master of Social Work Professional with First Class Honours, Rachel Ann Bogan. Karen Mary Gillies. To the degree of Master of Social Work Professional with Second Class Honours, First Division, Lisa Terry Cohen. Ie Ruha. Su Young Im. To the degree of Master of Social Work Professional with Second Class Honours, Second Division, Kirsten Adele Hansen.
I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor to present the doctoral graduands.
Chancellor, I have the honour of presenting to you the doctoral graduand. To the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Megan Elizabeth Lowry in Education, University Doctoral Scholar. Megan's study theorised the lack of clarity and ambiguity in education policy relating to the purpose of Māori language education for non-Māori students in mainstream schools. Using the concept of symbolic policy, she was able to explore how policy works in practice to sustain biculturalism. And in absentia, all those other persons named in the official record qualified for the conferment of a degree or the award of a diploma in the Faculty of Education.
Teaching Excellence Awards. The University places considerable significance on excellence in teaching. It recognises this by making awards each year to teachers who have demonstrated excellence in aspects of teaching. These awards are contestable across the university and signify a truly superior achievement. An award for earlier career excellence in teaching has been made to Dr. J. Marlowe in the School of Counselling, Human Services and Social Work within the Faculty of Education. I call upon a student of that faculty, Natasha Urla Baker, to read the citation for Dr. Marlowe.
Kia ora, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa, tā alofa. Since joining the faculty in 2010, Dr. J. Marlowe has established a strong track record of collaborative and innovative teaching practices. His lectures are always well prepared, relevant to our learning outcomes, and he uses teaching methods that keep us focused and engaged. Jay frequently encourages students to debate on contested topics related to how we understand our social world, whilst carefully allowing us to critically examine and celebrate where our attitudes and beliefs come from. Jay provided a place and space to do this in safe and engaging ways. Most importantly, Jay recognises that student achievement does not occur in a vacuum and is committed to supporting holistic and supportive student learning environments within and beyond the classroom. This is evidenced by his passion to seeing refugee background students succeed, and he has been part of a group that has successfully advocated for refugee students to be an equity group at the university. In 2012, we had a particularly special celebration that Jay was instrumental in making happen. A social work student in our course had terminal cancer and was given a limited time frame for her illness. The faculty agreed to host a celebration acknowledging the achievements she had made, as she was not going to be able to complete her degree. At this function, Jay facilitated the gathering and made a heartfelt speech where the school staff recognised her achievements. In my view, this relates to a Samoan concept of whaavai, which means a foundation. With a solid foundation, it is then possible to imagine what might be possible to build. The care that Jay demonstrates to students from diverse backgrounds has played an important role in providing such a foundation. As I walk across the stage, I do so enriched by Jay's teaching and fellow peers, both past and present, that provided the solid foundation for me to imagine what might be possible as a future social worker. Kia ora.
On behalf of the university, I invite all today's graduands to stand and receive the congratulations of us all. Please be standing. And this would be a really good time for the graduates to show their appreciation of their families and supporters and the staff of the university who have helped them as they have achieved their qualifications. This concludes this meeting of Council in convocation of the University for the conferment of degrees and the award of diplomas. I now invite you all to sing the first verse of God Defend New Zealand in Māori, then in English. The words are printed on the reverse of your programme.